Hey guys, I haven't made a video in a while. I just kind of wanted to show you this team. I've shown this team before, and I haven't really changed much since, but it particularly works well against this Titan, because it's a 4-turn cycle, and you only lose 1 turn of tempo when you're silencing. So if you can kill him in less than 6 cycles, you won't need to use any potions unless you just get really unlucky. You might have to use a strap potion at the very beginning, because you got to make sure he's silenced the entire time. But other than that, you don't really need potions. I use strength potions just to guarantee the win. I have like 200 strength potions or more. This is the team to use strength potions on. Anyways, I'll really briefly go through my setup. So my team is Visara, which I've shown this before. I've tweaked a little bit of her runes. I've got her attack, nearly 6,000. And again, the runes aren't even that great. The main thing that I did was I made sure that her crit, it's a total of, that's 50% right there, 30, and then these two combined make it a total of 50. But because she's the leader, she gets an additional 30%. So that's an 80% chance to crit with every swing. I know it says 55, but because she's the leader, it's actually 85. And actually, everybody gets that plus 30%. So I really just focused on increasing her critical damage, and I have brought that up since the last video. The leech, I'm not really focusing on leech with her. It just happened to be on one of the runes. Anyways, I know that I've shown you guys. You guys have seen my Umanid or Umanid. I don't know how you pronounce it. She's pretty key because I'm pretty sure leech maxes out at 80%. Could be 75. It could be 85. I'm not really sure, but it's somewhere it maxes out around 80%. So it's about the highest leech you can get. And that's really all that really matters with her. HP is not really important in this build. Of course, the combination of Angel and Succubus is what's going to be doing the bulk of my damage for the first, half of the fight, I guess you could say. I still have a lot of work that I want to do on Angel. She's got 30% chance to destroy plus another little 30% chance to leech. So every once in a while I get that little extra bonus, and I just now realized that I removed a rune. That's why, okay. I've noticed that she hasn't destroyed nearly as often, and obviously that's just hasn't been on there. I can't remember, I took that rune off and I put it on somebody else. I can't remember who I did that to. It's really not terribly important. I'm just going to try to see if I can remember. I'll yank that off real fast. Whoever else I put it on. I might have put it on my Wilfred. I don't know. Jeez, I do not remember. I may have put it on my... Even if I think this was the one that I was using. I'm going to take this off temporarily. And I'm just going to stick it on this for now. Mainly just for that extra destroy. That's going to increase my destroy by another 25%. There we go. There, now you guys can witness me making a mistake. So anyways, so Seraph will be destroying often, and then a third of the times it destroys, it'll also leech, which, again, is pretty much full health. I primarily will be getting full health from Umanid. Also, because I use Visara's attack, it makes his defense negative for 5 turns. So my Umanid will actually, after 3 or 4 hits, she will get me back up to full health also, just from her regular attack. And then Tusk is the other piece to this build. I've got fire protection, which again doesn't really matter. This Titan would kill me in 1 hit, except for that I have the protection resist death or protection, resist death. As long as I get above 80% health, he can't kill me in 1 hit. So I just have to make sure I silence the Titan every time it attacks. And again, Tusk can't do any damage because, this Titan is a grass / fire type. This is only for the utility and for the resist death. Because you can stun this Titan. Anyways, I think I've explained enough. If you guys have any questions, I can explain why I've built it the way that I have. I've been using this team for probably the past 10 Titans or so, and this entire time, Seraph has been missing a rune, and I didn't realize it. But that just gives you an idea of how strong this team is. So I just bring star potions, regular potions, just in case I get unlucky, and 1/5 of the time, Humanid won't leech. So 1 out of every 5 times that I do, what's that attack called? The one, the Fallen Wrath. 1 out of every 5 times, I won't leech. So just in case that happens, I bring some regular potions, and then the strength potions just for Visara for the when I finish him off. Hopefully, I start on turn 3 or 4. If it's 1 or 2, I'm gonna have to use a star potion on Tusk. On 3. So as long as I don't miss, I'll be able to silence him before he goes. So I'm actually going to wait a turn before I use Fallen Wrath, so that way I can get this healing immediately after. So the resist death, I didn't really care that my defense was lowered. So I'll go ahead and use Fallen Wrath now, full health. And I'll go ahead and use this, even though it's not going to do any damage. It will lower his defense to negative still. It's not terribly important, but, it's, why not? The Corrupt, it does like 40 to 50,000. It's a piddly amount of damage. Everyone's got that extra chance to crit now, so, it's just nice to have a regular attack rip through a Titan. You're used to seeing all 1s. It's just kind of fun to have a team like this. So I'm going to have to end up using a star potion on Tusk here in a little bit. Because he's got 5 turns to go, and he's not going to be silenced by this next time. So I'm going to go ahead and use it now. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use it now. I'm contemplating on the best time to use the hammer work level 3. There's an argument to be made to offset when you use that. I can explain that if anybody has any questions on why I do that. But I'm actually going to hold off on using it right now. I'm using that as a method to heal myself if I get into a bind. See, I got unlucky there. So instead of wasting potions to try to get myself back into full health, now's when I'll use Visara's hammer work. And I'm going to go ahead and use this strength buff. I might as well. But now, both my angel and my succubus have a decent chance to leech. Definitely my succubus. So as long as I'm getting dark cards, I'll heal pretty much every turn. So I might only have to use 1 potion by the time my turn. That's 2 times that she didn't leech. That's a 1 in 25% chance to go 2 turns without leeching. So you guys are witnessing some pretty bad luck. It happens. So I'm just gonna go ahead and heal up. So it's important that I let this cycle go the way that it did, because I silenced him so that he would be silenced for 2 turns off of 1 time that I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I have to time my silences just right, or his multi-attack will kill me. You just sort of have to let it loop around. And I'm going to kill him with his next hit. With my next Visara hit. And full health for good measure. Let's go ahead and corrupt him. Silence him. Oh, I just now realized he's immune to corrupt. Yeah, anyways, doesn't matter. I don't think I'm going to need this, but you know, I have like almost 300 strength potions, so let's just see that 600,000 just for fun. So yeah, again, it doesn't really matter how strong this Titan gets. I'll always survive with 1 HP, and because the damage that I do is percentage based, I'll basically always heal from it. My cycle, as long as I don't get super unlucky, my cycle will work every single time, where he'll be silenced no matter what. And I'll have to use a star potion or 2 for each fight if the fight goes on for a really long time, depending on how unlucky I get. Which is a small price to pay to get, you know, high Titan kills. And then, of course, a strength potion or 2. And really, it's not 100% necessary. It's just nice to sort of guarantee the win at the end. Plus, you know, what else are you going to use those strength potions for? So, anyways, hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any advice or you guys think, you know, I need to do something different, I'm open to suggestions. Although, I mean, I know that I can improve this team a lot, but right now, I mean, as you can see, it was a minimal setup on my Visara, and it's still a very, very solid team. So, all right, hope you guys like this, and I look forward to seeing what Tyro does with his Wilhelm. He really gave me a run for my money that other week. Although, I think he bought Chaos Energy twice that week, and I only bought it once that week. So, you know, whatever. But anyways, you guys have a good night.